Hi, Scarlett. Can you hear me?
Hi there. Yes, I can hear you've got me as well.
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Brilliant. Okay. So, thank you for joining me today for this interview. The interview is going to comprise of three different parts.
Mhm.
First, I'm going to just briefly run through some info about the company. I know that I've already sent you most of this already, like via email and everything, so you already
Mhm.
know, but just as a little bit of a refresher, I'm just going to go through a few
Sure.
basic things of what we expect from you.
Great.
So, after I've done that, I'm just going to ask you a few basic interview questions, and then I'm going to see the demo lesson that you prepped for me. Okay,
Mhm.
brilliant.
All right.
And throughout this, if at any point you have any questions, feel free to fire away, okay?
Oh, thanks very much.
Okay, no problem. Brilliant. So, who do we want? We're looking for enthusiastic teachers with great communication and presentation skills to teach, guide, and motivate our students.
Mhm.
So, a bachelor's degree or above is a must. Do you have a bachelor's degree?
Yes, I have a bachelor's degree and I also have a master's degree.
Okay, brilliant. And are you also able to commit to a schedule that contains 10 hours out of our many available peak hours?
Yeah, absolutely. That's not a problem.
Okay, brilliant. I know that we ran over this at a different point, so that's brilliant. Yeah. So, what you would do, you would guide and teach our learners from all ages with provided lesson plans. So basically, we would give you the material, and you would probably have a look at it prior to the lesson, and then you would teach it via our platform.
Mhm.
Okay. So you would teach 25-minute one-on-one classes or 45-minute group classes.
Mhm.
So also you would create a friendly atmosphere for all students to learn in and encourage creativity in the virtual learning environment. Your classes would be for both adults and for children. So we have our junior platform and we also have our platform for adults.
Mhm.
Our clients are usually from China, Taiwan, and Japan, and we're expanding as well. So I don't know what else we're going to be adding to that roster in the next couple of years. Okay, awesome. So in terms of our curriculum, we're going to we use Oxford University Press.
Great.
We also have our own well-designed materials that are targeted towards all age groups.
Okay.
Okay, brilliant. Do you have any questions for me at this particular stage?
No, nothing right now, but I'll let you know if anything comes up.
Okay, awesome. So let's go straight into those questions then. So could you tell me a bit more regarding your experience in teaching English online or offline in a school setting?
Yeah, sure. So I first started teaching English when I was at university at the University of Exeter, mostly private tutoring to foreign students. Um, and that was a great way for me to be introduced to teaching English and how learning how to deal with students. And then I've been working for around the past year for the Ballet Center. So I applied and I passed their teacher training.
Mhm.
And I've been teaching to all different levels of and as well as age groups, from kids, adults. So kids that have absolutely no English to adults that are very, very advanced. And it's been a great experience. I love teaching language. I'm a linguist myself, so it's been great to share the passion with other people and meet new people. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. And you seem very passionate as well. That's cool. And it's good to hear that you've been teaching adults and children. That was actually going to be one of my later questions.
Uh-huh.
So, why are you interested in teaching online then?
Well, teaching online really fits my lifestyle style and my kind of schedule. I also work as a translator online, and so that would really fit around what I already do really well.
Mhm. Okay, brilliant. So you already work remotely, so it'd be good for you to kind of
Yeah,
add something else which is equally
absolutely. Yeah, it's very accessible for me and fits in well. Yeah.
beneficial. Okay, awesome. And why are you interested in teaching with iTutor Group?
Well, as you've explained to me so far, it seems like a great opportunity that would fit in with what I already do. It sounds like you have a great program, and I think it would be a great opportunity for me to be part of that.
Okay, excellent. And um, Well, I guess we already sort of ran over this, but just to ask, are you interested in teaching both adults and kids, and do you have experience regarding this? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a problem for me. I enjoy teaching kids as well as adults, and yeah, I have done it before. So
Brilliant, brilliant.
Mhm.
And so what's your schedule like for teaching with us, and how flexible can that schedule be?
I'm pretty flexible. I mean, I can work around what I already do. My translation work is not, I mean, I have deadlines, but I have, doesn't have to be done at any particular time. So I can definitely fit in hours around that work that I already have.
Okay, yeah, that's brilliant because
Mhm.
one thing that one thing that I really love about this platform as opposed to other teaching platforms that I have worked
Mhm.
for is that it's interesting and it's good to know this beforehand. When you do open up your hours for us, usually my experience has been that the majority of them get booked up. So
That's excellent.
yeah, I mean, I didn't expect this because with most platforms that you do teach with, usually you say, hey, I'm going to open up these afternoons, and they slowly they keep your slots
Mhm.
open, but they'll give you like 2 or 3 classes per week. What I
Mhm.
was so a mistake that I know that some teachers sometimes make when they first start working for us is they might open up like 9 hours or something in one day, and they will literally get 9 hours of teaching. So
That's great for me. Personally, that's great.
awesome. Well, that's good to hear, but
Yeah,
be aware that we
sure.
definitely we will book up the majority of what you open up with us. So that can be an advantage, and
Absolutely.
it can also be something you've got to be aware of because
Right.
we do have a cancellation policy, but we prefer that teachers don't cancel, and we prefer that
Absolutely. Yeah.
the hours
Of
that you
course.
commit to, you do teach them. Okay, awesome,
Mhm.
brilliant. And what would you do when your junior or adult client is having a hard time focusing on the material?
If I have somebody that can't focus very well, the first and foremost thing I would do would try to be to relate it to something that they have in their lives. So something that is accessible to them, something that they can engage with, to make it more real. And I've often found that this way they can focus more easily.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Like if they're able to kind of associate it with something in their
Yeah,
everyday
if
life, then
it
it's
becomes something important in their lives, they can normally see the reason why this is important and focus on it more.
exactly, yeah, perfect. And it moves it from that passive to active space. And
Right,
great, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, that sounds good. I would do something like that as well. Yeah. And what would you do when your junior or your adult client can't understand the vocab you're introducing?
So if the vocabulary was too complex, I would try to find words that were similar but more basic, something that they would already know, and try to use a number of different words to build on that meaning until that they understood the more complex vocabulary word.
Got it. Yeah. So you would
Mhm.
kind of search for like synonyms and stuff.
Exactly, use synonyms, yeah.
And things that they already know. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
So those are all of my questions. At this point, do you have any questions for me?
No, not yet.
Okay, awesome. And you know that after the interview, we're in touch, so you can just write me if you have anything.
Cool, yeah,
Okay,
thank you very much.
no problem. So now onto your demo lesson. I'm going to pretend to be a basic level client,
Mhm.
and I might make some mistakes at some point.
Yeah.
So I know that you prepped the lesson with the cell phones. Mm.
Right, with the cell phones. And I did this, as you said, for somebody that is not so advanced. So
Yeah,
just keep
exactly.
that in mind.
Perfect. Yeah, brilliant. And when you actually like, obviously here we don't have like the material and stuff in front of us, like on the
Mhm.
screen. But when you are actually teaching for us, the whole PowerPoint is kind of there, and you and the client can both see it. So
Right,
it's usually fine.
that's
Like you can
helpful.
go in, yeah, you can usually go in and highlight things and
Mhm.
underline things, and you have a pointer and you can point to stuff. So it's not so,
That's great.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Sounds
brilliant.
great.
So let's go. Mm.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Today we're going to talk about cell phones.
Mhm.
Cell phones. Can you say cell phones?
Cell phones.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. So today's first vocabulary word is non-existent. Something that is non-existent, does not exist at all, or is not present in a particular place. Can you repeat it? Can I hear?
Okay. Um, nogstant. something that is non-existent, does not exist at all, or is not present in a particular place.
Okay, try again. Non-existent. Non-existent. Repeat.
Non-existent.
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 Very good. Excellent. And our second vocabulary word today is majority. Most of the people or things in a group. Okay. Can you repeat? Let me hear.
Majority. Most of the people or things in a group.
Okay, try again. Majority.
Majority.
Very good. Okay.
Teacher, how
Yes.
do I use majority?
Okay, if I have two people that don't like using their cell phones, okay, they don't like using their cell phones, and I have 4 people who like using their cell phones, what do the majority of people like doing?
So teacher, one moment.
Yes.
Most of the people. Oh, so the majority like cell
Yes, exactly. The
Most.
majority is most people.
Most
Exactly.
people. Okay.
Well done.
Thank
Very
you,
good.
teacher.
You're welcome. Okay. Do you have a cell phone? Do you have a cell phone?
Yes, I do.
Great. How often do you use it?
Again, teacher?
How often do you use your cell phone?
Oh, teacher. All the time, teacher. Every day.
All the time?
Yes.
When? When do you use it?
Before work? When I'm speaking to my family?
Very good. Where don't you use it?
Don't. At work.
At work? Why don't you use it at work?
Because teacher, this is bad.
It's not allowed.
No.
Not allowed at work.
No, teacher, no. Okay, that's brilliant, Scarlett.
Okay.
Perfect. That's all I need.
All right,
Excellent.
great.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Thank you. So, that was great. You have in terms of everything, I know that we've checked. Yep. You have to go ahead from my side. So,
Okay.
that was excellent demo lesson. Loved the TPR. Loved
Thank
how you
you.
really slowly broke down those instructions and you kind of corrected the mistakes in a very, you were very patient. And I liked how you kind of didn't say, "Hey, it's a mistake," but instead you were very gentle about that, and that's great. Because I know that what's worth noting, especially with a lot of our adult clients, is that the classes usually are, because it's in Beijing time usually, or Japan time and stuff. So usually they have their classes at about 10:30 p.m. 11:30 p.m. their time, which for us is like 6 hours behind, 6 hours ahead of us. So a lot of the time they're tired, and
of course,
they've been working all day and everything. So it's good that we're kind of we challenge them, but then we're also very nice and patient with them as well.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. So so in terms of what's going to happen next, I'm going to send over all the documents that you sent me to our other recruiter called Aline. And then from there, I'm also going to send her this recording. Like I said, you have the go ahead from me, but she's going to be the one who's going to decide.
Of course.
I don't see why there would be a problem, but at the same time, you know, she needs to just check a few criteria, and she should get back to you within the week, most likely, and we'll probably move from there. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you have my contact. Just get in touch, and I'm happy to answer any questions or queries that you have.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Scarlett, and have an awesome day.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.